Abusian for it is possible. And I'm saying some people cause media and I say His Excellency the President of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, Edenimia, Mr. Ibrahim Mahama, private jet, and a 2 coin, the plane, and a 2 coin, and your presidential jet. No, then to the one by the say Ghana, high presidential jet. No, a problems can crab the mountain penny for air share. I'm almost yes, in I come, the president bet me a 2 coin. Now, some Ghana for a bisane say. Aye private jet ya His Excellency oh you so any dia no ninia aye Mr. Ibrahim Mahama odi ache no ana say Ghana ebetua hoka plane na do 2 kwan e kai wo plane wunya de ache na ana say da bi no Ghana ebetua hoka eno na Ghana for ebisa esan say the tax code at 2015 actually say the presidency is supposed to declare all gifts including the cost or decline it. Enti say ya de atimi bi beche Ghana and I say the bibi ba president is the beche president e was come Ghana for nyina ate ase ya de kai wo mu nyina to dwa e mo bia ya we and I say ni kwan so je kura if you say e bia si pen ono an first time President John Dramani Mahama the first time yenya Burkina Faso contract bia o de e car e beche president o declare ma Ghana for ya we say e cost $100,000 ni and sem bebre ba ho e ma manfo bi de court shraj report e ba e kire say president enye boni bia na so enye bribe enye kata ahihia ne proye bia na o course ne mom no say ya o declare ne mom oje car o sadi kosi ba bia o so di si a e kire say ye de abeche Ghana ne de e kire say wanje bribe and say de wo ye no entia Ghana mra eno bi na ye hwehwe president en declare me ye say e gift kasa ne wom otu kwan na kasa na ninuan ebo ho ana say ye betua ka da bi ye pese ehu ka no ye mpese de esi na no no ebesai esibio eno ne nsam a Ghana for ebisa ye twen enchiremu afri the presidency ye da mase
to take that jet. How can President Akufo-Addo never took that jet? Mr. Speaker, hold on, Mr. Speaker. The fact is that President Mahama is different from President Akufo-Addo. I'm saying that, and he said something which I found very revealing, that President Mahama is different from President Akufo-Addo. That is true. Akufo-Addo will not travel on a flight owned by his brother. No. Listen, Mahama went on the trip for which had been announced on a commercial jet, a commercial flight. President Akufo-Addo never takes that. He takes very expensive jet. In fact, I am aware that the president has traveled to the UK numerous times on British Airways. I'm aware that the president had to travel on Qatar Airways numerous times. I remember who is yet to be sworn in as a road minister decides to choose a different path. But President Mahama is indeed different. President Akufo-Addo will not travel on a flight owned by his brother. Our colleagues should learn to be tolerant. Listen to wisdom. Listen to the wisdom. I am proud of President Akufo-Addo. I am to be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed. I'm here to say anything about anybody. I'm just here to correct something that the Honorable Chief Whip made or said. Nothing more, nothing less. I have the privilege as Minister for Defense to always be at the airport when the President is traveling. And your minister will do so. So I have the records. So I'm just giving that information to Parliament and to the House. And I want to correct is that President Akufo-Addo has not rented any private jet to travel within the country. Yes, that is also not correct because that's what you said. That is rented just traveling within the country. And Mahama will not do that. It's not also true. President Akufo-Addo has used that aircraft for the last 8 months. The last point I want to make and still make, President Mahama, when that aircraft was not available, rented aircrafts, private jets, and used outside the country.
Of Felix Ofosu-Kwakye, who is the presidential spokesperson, talking on national media about the president's trip to Gambia using his brother's plane, the AgyeTa aircraft. Now, he makes the submission that the president in opposition has always used those planes and that plane come at no cost to the Ghanaian. I don't know if the legal brain and the people around the president and Felix have advised him that the president is no longer in opposition. The president is now the president of Ghana, and he went to Gambia on an official visit. Now, as we all know, the best practice and the rule of law means that everybody in Ghana is not above the law. And let me educate Felix about the Tax and Gift Act of our tax law. Okay, our Tax Act 2015 states that if you are a public official, which the president is mentioned in that act, to say that if you are given a gift, because if he uses the plane for free, then it is a gift. So whatever it cost, the fuel, everything that Ibrahim spent in giving the president the plane will be classified, the cost of it will be classified as a gift from Ibrahim to the president. When the president is given a gift, he is either supposed to decline or declare it. So as we speak, the president has used AgyeTa cement on other official visits. This is only an advice. We are not saying that he's done. I am not saying that the president has done anything wrong. But all I'm saying is that let not Felix make it sound like it has had no consequence. What it means is that if he has used that plane at no cost, it means that Ibrahim has gifted the president something, and that has to be declared. So we now need to know, for the best practice of rule of law under our tax code 2015, the presidency is supposed to declare all gifts received by the president, and we will need to know what this cost is that was gifted, and that has to be declared. I hope, that is clear. We need to, we are learning as a nation, we are growing, and it's not to be seen as, oh, the president can take somebody's plane and drive around the world and it has no consequence. No, it has consequence, because it is seen as a gift. And that is why you remember when the president was in 2012-2016, a Burkina Faso gifted a Ford Explorer, and it became a big issue in this country. And the president said that, well, he never used the car, he was given as part of the whatever. Presidents are not to be gifted. Be by a family member, a friend, you are supposed to declare the gift or decline. So we hope that Felix, as his new role, I can see how the young man is basically trying to do his best doing his job. But please, let's all be mindful that the rule of law means that nobody is above the law. The president, the law dictates that the president, if he accepts a gift. So now we know that Ibrahim gifted the president the plane to fly around the world at no cost to the Ghanaian. But that has to be declared. Thank you.
Let me say, the video be to a sumra na yana in Pempino, Mohu say in Penifo be social media. I didn't in social media because a penubi a tia sembina or the education kakaba to social media pay. Now a minimum started at the attempt. Oh, Nayana, there was a movement say, Yakaba you. Meninta, he says, John Mahama, or Papa, the new asset. Seba, some more ABA Munimbe or TikTok. No YouTube page from 2012, Mario TV3, all the major TV stations are my interview with YouTube page, which we are called Kujo and Poku, which is KWADWO and Poku. About to me interviews would be a senior friend with TV Swa, me come again. Say, open say, Okase, Mabeka say, John Mahama plane, I will say, cost of the trip, or declare na your record here. No castle, I don't know. The American say, a president, a buying Ghana in the show, in the trail BBR, so we call official trip. Na, be Ipiaka, it's not proper. Young actually say a president now would be more BBR or see a recording. That's all I'm saying. I'm not even saying it's a good Yahoo tax because presidents are exempted from paying income tax. Me, Nanado, I was so not utukwen. Many people no complain and no use wasem. Me kind on multiple platforms say I continue a dosso. Oman penny yet now COVID time will be uncle BBR. Now, control those who when another quantum and a control those ministers, any chief executives are or would be alone to play with to coin. No could you put told me, I've been speaking about this thing for so many years. Nti menen obi metina ha ma ya argument men kan jere mi say ai na na be ye no o te say me kan na man kan unimia e metina TikTok so be di matam misramo because we na we be dia tabno we page no picture ko ni ho nti no me faceless we jira ho which way jira me be di matam ntumi because we are no mon kitwa eso wasin bibre we are no mon kitwa enyi sin and I'm so let's say opinion. And I want to move on to matter. And why do you think that it's okay to sit on social media and insult? And yet, another Yamaka, Mahama Yamaka, Ubia Yamaka. I've sat on TV and said so many things about the woman and another. NBC for, NPP for, if you say, hey, could you be original? Because we come again. Say, my opinion to Korean. To go for commercial plane. That thing we should stop talking about it. President will use a private plane. Why not? If president will come use a lot of commercial plane, we can't spend so many millions to elect a president and he travels on commercial. Every president will use a private plane, and I support that. What I don't support, a controller a dorsal, yenteso. I've always said it. Until I don't see where people are beginning to come at me and say, I am if we hear about and Nadia Nanadu is into a country of Mahama. Say, I control the boss one, because you use a book on my Ghana, you use a bit to coin. Nanado to coin a kind. So, we go for more. I control here. That is all. That's the bottom. I control here. I control the Bruno here. Ghana any yebre and I conference wa you and no ma yen hwenka na say you not quite say president travel there when he travels he uses a private plane. I support the private plane used by the president because when the president go for commercial. If he has to go to America, it's a private plane. He has to go to China, it's a private plane. We can't let our president take commercial, but the point is that I continue and was here because the Kumano ya pa continue president I continue ministers I continue chief executives I continue then workers I follow in various institutions no I continue only to come to first class and no was here come once until celebo mama obi that faceless thing now obi no start here on the page so where oba no be can see yako na here I can block you, but I don't see where I can manage to be able to be a Canadian or blocking. But the Islam area tell me with a massive break.
This trip to the Gambia, why did the president travel on AgyeTa private jet?
Well, I'm sure you are aware, as if you didn't be reminded, that President Mahama is the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. Since he became president, he has requested for a detailed report of the state of the communications squadron. The communications squadron is a unit within the Air Force that handles the presidential aircraft. So he has requested that they give him a brief on the states of the unit itself, that's the communications squadron, the planes under their control and whatever. That report is yet to show time. So pending the receipt of that report to determine the state of the aircraft and what have you, the president has been traveling the same way he was traveling. He has been using the data jets since he was in the position. But the most critical point that must be made is that this alternative arrangement has not in any way, shape or form cost the Ghanaian taxpayer a dime. President Mahama is mindful of the precarious economic situation we are in, and therefore is minded to utilize public funds in the most prudent of ways. So he is not about to dole out millions of Ghana cedis, as used to be the case in the very recent past under the previous government, to rent expensive aircraft to sit in. This aircraft has been available to him since his base position. He has used it. Indeed, some of the business that I referred to in the immediate aftermath of his election as president in December 2024 were undertaken with this aircraft. It has not led to any cost whatsoever to the Ghanaian taxpayer. But President Mahama is committed to using the prepaid as soon as he gets the all clear from the communications squadron of the Ghana Air Force.
Felix, is this private jet the president's personal property?
Everybody knows that the private jet belongs to Mr. Ibrahim Mahama.
The real truth is that I was saying to the people of Ghana that this Falcon is rather costing us a lot more money. By we continue. How much does it cost? I also made a point, and I thought that any journalist should be. I said to Parliament that this aircraft has had 2 engine failures.
Oh, I see. 2 engine failure. What does that mean? Engine failure when it's in the air?
Yeah.
So they came back.
They had to land, force lands twice. Who was on board? President Mahama was on board once. President Akufo-Addo was on board 2.
But I see.
2 engine failures.
Oh, but a plane can survive 4 engine failures.
Is it 2014 or 2015 that we had an engine failure, John Mahama and President Akufo-Addo 2018 in New York? After 30 minutes flight, they had an engine failure. They had to go back and land.
Wow.
If we had another aircraft that was airworthy, I would not advise the president to use this aircraft for especially long-haul journeys. I will not.
I see.
But we have no choice because we have only this. And I don't think anybody is wishing our president. And in this case, I've not also mentioned Akufo-Addo. So when I say Akufo-Addo,
yes, okay. Which any president?
Any president. Our president means any president
To have a
problem
accident with a plane.
Like I said, if
God forbid,
if we had another aircraft that was airworthy, I would have advised that we should use it for just short haul.
I think maybe minister.
You say what the jet and a airco. Jet baya. You say Nebra Ibrahim Mahama jet.
Ne ka na da hodo.
And what the 2 kwan. And the Dumkuma said abio. Ya wa presidential jet. Awo ha. E wa hoden. E ye kama. Nti abani say and a jata jet. And odi 2 kwan akwa bruchiri. Senegal and Gambia.
Jenia kasa.
E sabi ba ya fa ne benkum ne ya fa nifa. Fali so fosu kwache e kasa de mampanyi John Dramani Mahama. Wase jet no a omo ka no ya de call France e kosiesie ye. Na ya de call France kosiesie ye no. Enya omunya review jet no ehun se ebetimi aboa kwantuo no ana entimi emmoa akwantuo no. Enti sama me no kasa yi Squadron Air Force Unit. Tie nkoma no Squadron Air Force Unit. Was sra adwumeko num. Omo asese jet no na fe omo hwese mampanyi betimi de 2 kwan a. Enu nti ana mampanyi John Dramani Mahama wantimi amfa 2 kwan. Former Defense Minister Dominic Nitiu wase da bi oboa jet no wa hoden. He had the conference ko siesie. Enti ensam na mo ka no ye hu ni ti ye hu ni nan. Abosumi wotwe ansra mampanyi na na do be fra konwa so no na presidential jet no no yusu. Enti omunim jet asai a fali so fusu kwache e kire se asenti ana ye review ye nti no enam so ma Ibrahim Mahama wodo no an jet edma mampanyi John Dramani Mahama me ba cho ye nti Dominic Nitiu and come on here here.
Any time that the president's jet was not available, the communication squadron jet was not available for whatever reasons, the president always rented it and used it. The difference today is that the current jet is serviceable. It can move. It is working. It is wrong for the president of the republic to be going on commercial jets when the jet that Ghana used their money to pay for and buy is available and it's working. It's very wrong. I will have no problem at all if the president used that jet. I will have no problem at all. In fact, Mr. Speaker, if the president of the republic, for some reason, this jet is not available and he goes to rent a private jet, I will have no problem at all. Take it from me, I will have no problem at all. And I will not blame him. Ghana is not a cheap country. We will not chip in ourselves. Ghana is not a cheap country.
Member former defense minister Dominic Nitiu nene na ote no. Enti wo bia wonye former defense minister. Ah samampanyi be 2 kwan ya. Na ye presidential jet a wonim ebi okra wotra mu bie wa asase hu se bibia ye kama.
so ba out to become a presidential jet. Yes, we bibia ye kama na NDC for kasa da bi o. Faliso bosu kwa che jet no review a. The big question I made my Ghana for this why na e ka no kre.
Ne ka na da ho no.
E na why na e di ntro. Questions wo ho. Mampayiri John Dramani Mahama wanya ordinary person bi a sabe odi nkwi wo baabi.
Hwenia kasa.
Ghana nyina ye japade no ye ti no. Enti Mampayiri John Dramani Mahama tu kwan a ni safety very important. The bambo ade bia say a concern, national concern. And want to be sorry anko faka bia na lupre bia wodi tu kwan. Hifo na etwa lupre no
etumpan
sa jet no jata jet no hifo na etwi. Sa BBC sesia Ghana be hradie. Enti nyankomo a yedi no watra ne ato agu ho ne asore ho. Wase Ibrahim Mahama enadi jata jet no ema no. The question of Ghana for basic question of Ghana for ebisa say ya tisika akoto presidential jet. Jet ne say ya no ya say the taxpayers money e dey akọ France. Akosi ese jet no. They say jet no abeye white elephant.
Hwenia kasa.
Abeye bosompani. Yensom yenkoho ana yesu different jet.
Etumpan
edi tukwan.
Etumpan
And bibia betmasi medical catch. Because with the presidential jet the woman is yawo enkrofo mu experience a omuchi. Enkrofo a yamo mo special training. How mutu jet no enya ordinary people bia na etu ya ka bi ka true enti BBC wo wiem sesi a san crofo na etwi no ene be hold am responsible but si akofo bi fufro baabi na o fly man pan John Dramani Mahama na de ne ko nyame mfo samba touchwood na bibi ko sesi a oman ye koya na se ye bae sa wasi odi amano ni nua no odi amano a enka problem bia nim. Sir John Dramani Mahama so nya mampanyini eno nam ne baby former president ene ama ne AgyeTa ko obi anka ho asem ba once we Ghana mampanyini na the taxpayer etwe sika hwene ne de Ghana for ho kwan so omuka bie
hwenia kasa.
One flight na de ko jet na de ko ye no fuwa de gum te saka petrol de gum no fuwa na de gum no hwan ne twa ye eno so one Ibrahim Mahama na. Second question a Ghana for person moon is say o fly now land de pe o grande pe ye wo sika yeje say sika no ayeje no so no why ene twa ye e your man ka ana Ibrahim Mahama ka
etumpan
sa obi chawade a GRA for ye fa bibi gift tax a obetua ma GRA sa wo ye former president a obetua sitting president wontua
hwenia kasa.
ba obe declare mo mahu se obi achame ade awei ne bo sei nete anyabia no bisa mampayi John Dramani Mahama se GRA ya we se ya mano private jet bi a jata jeta wo tukwan a obetumi dia tukwan a na
etumpan.
These are questions Ghana for here enye kasa bebrebe eye questions Ghana for here because at Kroma mampayi na na do te akonya so kasa bebre ana commercial hwan flight where the two kwan ana obo Ghana car ana wa Ghana hanya akra no a na wa fa commercial flight no de nam. And I'm telling you today about domestic traveler mampayi na na do tena krom ha no wan ko helu prebia amfa two kwan wa Ghana hai domestic travel say bi on kran wo kokuma say wo kosunyane wo kotamale wo kohe wo nyusu Ghana sika anya bibia nti ya tutu futuro no ni etokọ a ni anya botra ba bia ya tu futuro no e dia kosi.
I ask you to be citizen.
Sa yam presidential jet ni biewa yam Ghana for hu squadron air force unit omumra autonomous country say presidential jet no enya fit for purpose
hwenia kasa.
enti yankoton nye sika na ne mampanyi na ote akonwa so okoba bi a wono anko na kwan obi anu asem ya de jet ne ba ye se ne be ya ka yemmo bi asoman because wakase wono atu kwan wono entourage na bia obetu kwan afimu ebia 10 times a wo man Ghana yentimi so asa kan we pampam that is one pay for trans edwene ho sada bi sa ka no amwa yenti no yankope presidential jet a mampani bia betena konwa so otu kwan a wo betimi di eno akọ the safety so ye very important
etumpan
endi akoto de na wie na ade na esia be ye kakai ni etena ho wo kurom ha ni akwa na se bai